Why should you consider learning web development? Well, the demand for skilled web developers has never been higher. Companies across the globe need talented professionals to build and maintain their online presence. And here's the exciting part: the job opportunities are vast. You could become a front-end developer, back-end developer, or even a full-stack developer, working for startups, large tech companies, or as a freelancer. The world of web development is your oyster. Let's talk about income. If you're just starting out, web developers can earn between $50,000 to $70,000 per year. But as you gain more experience and expertise, your earning potential skyrockets. Seasoned developers can easily earn upwards of $100,000 annually, with top-tier professionals making $150,000 or more. What's even better? Web development offers endless growth opportunities. Whether you specialize in front-end design, back-end programming, or a full-stack role, your career can take many exciting directions. The digital economy is booming, and with web development, you're right at the forefront of this ever-evolving field. First, let's lay the groundwork with HTML, the language of web structure. HTML is how we define the structure of a web page, from headings to paragraphs and links. In just 1 to 2 weeks, you'll get hands-on experience creating basic web pages. Start by exploring HTML and CSS design and build websites by John Duckett, and check out FreeCodeCamp's HTML course. Once you're comfortable, practice by building a simple web page like your personal bio. Next up, CSS, which is responsible for styling your website, adding colors, fonts, and layouts. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, focus on mastering CSS basics, Flexbox, and Grid for creating responsive designs. Dive into CSS Secrets by Leah Verow and explore the CSS Grid and Flexbox tutorials by Net Ninja on YouTube. Once you've learned, try to replicate a website's layout, such as Google's homepage, to put your new skills to the test. Now it's time for JavaScript, the language that makes websites interactive. In the next 3 weeks, focus on the basics, variables, loops, functions, and DOM manipulation. Start with Eloquent JavaScript by Marijn Haverbeke and get hands-on with FreeCodeCamp's JavaScript Basics course. Practice building projects like a simple calculator or a to-do list app to solidify your learning. To ensure your websites look great on all devices, you'll need to master responsive design. In the next 2 weeks, learn how to use CSS media queries and frameworks like Bootstrap and Tailwind. FreeCodeCamp's responsive web design certification will guide you through. As you practice, create a portfolio site using mobile-first design principles. Advanced JavaScript will now expand your skills to handle dynamic content. Over the next 4 weeks, dive into ES6 syntax and asynchronous JavaScript, learning about promises, fetch, and apis. Read You Don't Know JS by Kyle Simpson and follow along with Academy's JavaScript Complete Guide. Practice building a weather app using a public API and try adding features like a light/dark mode toggle to your projects. Now let's get serious about collaborating with other developers. Learn Git and GitHub in the next 1 to 2 weeks. With these tools, you'll be able to track code changes and work on projects with others. Check out the Git for Professionals course on Udemy and follow along with Traversy Media's Git and GitHub Crash course on YouTube. Once you've learned Git basics, start versioning your personal projects. In just 1 week, explore build tools like Webpack and Vite to streamline your development workflow. These tools help bundle your code and assets for faster load times. Follow along with Academy's Webpack tutorial to learn how to integrate these tools into your projects. Set up a simple project using Webpack to see its power in action. With your front-end skills in place, it's time to tackle back-end development. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, focus on learning Node.js and Express.js, which are used to build web servers. Start with Node.js design patterns by Mario Cassiaro and follow the complete Node.js developer course on Udemy. Once you're comfortable, build your first RESTful API in a simple blog with user authentication. You'll need to learn how to store and manage data with databases. Spend 2 to 3 weeks learning both SQL with PostgreSQL and NoSQL with MongoDB. Explore resources like Learning SQL by Alan Beaulieu and the MongoDB Basics course by MongoDB University. As you practice, build a project that uses a database for storing user data. Section 10, Front-End Frameworks. In this phase, you'll learn React, a front-end framework that will allow you to build dynamic, complex user interfaces. Over the next 6 to 8 weeks, dive deep into React. Read Full Stack React by Anthony Akamatsu and follow along with React for Beginners on Scrimba. Practice by building single-page applications like a recipe app or a blog with multiple pages. Now that you've mastered both the front-end and back-end, it's time to create full-stack applications. Spend the next 8 to 12 weeks building applications using the MERN stack, MongoDB Express, React, and Node.js. Follow the Odin project's full-stack web development path and build a full-fledged project like a job portal or a social media clone. Along the way, you'll be building your portfolio, the key to landing jobs. Show off your best work with projects like your personal website, a full-stack application, and an API you've created. Deploy them to platforms like Netlify and Heroku to showcase your skills. As technology changes quickly, it's important to keep learning. Stay updated with newsletters like JavaScript Weekly and join communities like Reddit's WebDev to connect with other developers. Follow the latest trends through blogs like CSS Tricks and Smashing Magazine. You're now equipped with a comprehensive roadmap to master web development from front-end basics to full-stack applications. Keep building, practicing, and learning, and you'll soon have the skills to launch your career in web development.